about Domination.
Yeah, Domination, 3 flags, A, B, and C. You get points by capturing those flags. The more flags you have, the more points you get, and well, you win the game by having all those flags and getting all of those points. So yeah, I mean, everybody knows Domination, but you want to get as many flags as possible.
Well, hopefully shortly here, the guys will be loaded up, and we've got a lobby full. We've got a ton of different games going on. I think we're going to be hopping kind of pod to pod to just show off different players throughout the course of this. Jack is just slugging energy drinks right now, hyping himself up. Jack, what are you saying now?
He's just screaming.
Jack just loves CS.
Whoever did the seating chart needs to be fired. We're kind of hearing the philosophy from a lot of the developers about those power positions. Would you have, Nameless, would you have one big tip? With the game slowing down, with it being power position focused, from your heyday back with Modern Warfare, what would you recommend to a new player?
Yeah, I mean, it's just when you get to those power positions, just try to check every single angle, right? Like, you got to slow down in a game like this because those ARs are very powerful. So when you get to those power positions, just try to check every single angle and don't focus in so much on one spot.
I love that we're starting off with Shroud as well, by the way.
That's who I mean, if we can just watch Shroud all day, I'm cool with it. That does not bother me at all. The guy, you know he's going to put on a show.
No, seriously, if I had 3 wishes and everyone says like superpowers, being rich, being famous, I just want to be able to play games like Shroud for 24 hours.
Just one day.
Just well, that's one of your wishes?
Yes.
Not even just for 24 hours.
Yeah, well, okay, well, I guess you're right. That's a really dumb wish because I guess I could just do it forever, couldn't I, Joe?
Yeah, you could.
Well, we'll check out the actions. He's, I think, just trying to get through his loadouts, trying to get his sensitivity all squares. The guys were just getting set up here as we were going through stuff with Joe and Jeff from Infinity Ward, but the game just looks so good, man. It was awesome hearing them kind of talk about the engines, everything that's been added to this from a lighting standpoint, from, what was it called, photography?
Sounds right.
Do you remember? I know, what was the word? Oh, I butchered the hell out of that. Photography?
We'll go with that.
Okay, I don't think that's right either.
Either way, it's insane, right?
I'm not the best with words, man.
Taking pictures of pretty much everything and putting it into the game. That's absolutely incredible. I'm pretty sure I saw TP as well.
TP's in this lobby.
He's on the other team, so we'll keep our eyes out for a team. But Shroud finally started to heat up. He started off with a sniper rifle, adjusted his settings, said, nah, it's not for me. Let me change things out, and obviously now running the assault rifle.
Yeah, he's got the M4 in hand, and I know you and I were having a lot of fun with this M4.
Yes.
I mean, a Call of Duty classic, right? Just such a good assault rifle at any range that you want to use it. And I mean, we were talking about the benchmark, all the different attachments that you can have. Shroud's got a couple on here.
TP just killed Shroud. That's now the highlight of TP's career.
And what's cool is when I saw Shroud enter that building, there was a ledge there, and it gave him the option to mount his weapon. So now you can mount your AR, and it'll reduce that recoil, and you can kind of just lock down one lane with your AR mounted. So it's kind of a new thing they added to COD that we've never really seen before on your main AR that you can do.
I think that's going to stress really good tactical and lethal use. If you've got a solid player set up in a power position like that, it's going to be bananas to deal with.
And of course, let's not forget, at any point you can, hit start, go to your classes, and customize it in the game. So if there's, a certain player in a certain power position you want to try and get rid of, well, you can very quickly, if you wanted to, for example, put a sniper scope on an assault rifle, turn it to single fire, and bang, right there, you still have your favorite gun.
There's just so much customization in this game, and I'm a big AR guy, especially in Modern Warfare games. I love using assault rifles, and to change something like an M4 into a burst gun, I just think it's so amazing and awesome that you have that ability.
Well, I think one of the big things that everyone continues to talk about, there's going to be different power positions, and how do you get those players out of their power positions? And maybe one weapon with one customization doesn't work, but you continue to make those changes. So we'll see how the players continue to work on it. We'll see what adjustments they're making.
I think, Ben, you were pointing to me that, what was this, streak earned by Skadoodle?
Skadoodle, he's already earned himself one streak. He has the Juggernaut selected, hasn't earned that yet. I am curious to see if anyone today actually earns that, because I know, Joe, your first game, you sat down and I was like, oh, I get to be on Joe's team. Juggernaut first game. I was like,
Noah J just destroyed Skadoodle.
Well, and I'm actually excited to see Sky when he pulls out that sniper, right? I mean, he has the nickname American Sniper for a reason, has the AK right now, but we know when this guy gets a scope in his hands, he's gonna make some plays.
A couple more streaks available as well. So things starting to heat up. Here is Jericho. Of course, he's picking up a couple kills. And again, I do want to reiterate, cross-platform. Even here at the multiplayer reveal, a couple guys going to be on PC, a couple guys on console.
So we just saw something cool out of Jericho. He just changed his gun to full auto as he was entering that room. Unfortunately, he doesn't get that kill, but I like the idea of going into close quarters combat and switching to the full auto and try to spray him down.
Well, the game just flipped on its head a little bit. They had a 3 cap there for a moment, which really allowed them to push out a massive lead, but quickly the red team get back in control, but we'll stick with Jericho's POV. I want to see if these streaks start to come into play. But Jericho, obviously, he has been a long-standing community member in Call of Duty since really the dawn of time, Ben.
Oh, yeah, he's been playing for a very, very long time. Of course, a fantastic content creator as well. It's always good to see him and see what he can try and bring to the table here. But you can see okay. Jericho, I'm trying to gas you up. Come on, man.
That's an MP7, man, right? You run into those doorways. You see that MP7 submachine gun.
Well, you were the guy kind of running and gunning because we were playing yesterday with like, what, it was like 10 of us. And I'm mostly an AR guy because I'm slow. And you were flying around smoking me. Is that what it was, the MP7 you were using?
No, MP5.
It was MP5. Okay.
Yeah, I think the MP5 is the weapon I had most fun with. I'll give you guys some tips before the beta starts in September. But yeah, the MP5, another Call of Duty classic.
Look at you keeping him close to your chest.
Man, you know, just saying.
What was the burst gun that you obliterated me with a couple times?
It was when he was.
I thought I got sniped, man. I just got ripped off the map.
It's the class I told Jack to put on. So when we get to one of Jack's games, I'll kind of talk you through it. But there's a couple of weapons which I've kind of tested out because naturally, you get your hands on a new Call of Duty for the first time. Like when the open beta comes out, you're going to try everything, right? Because you want to get the biggest advantage as quickly as you possibly can. There's a couple of guns where I think, come open beta, going to be pretty powerful.
Yeah, and talking about that MP5 that Joe was using, I remember I made a class after he destroyed me with it, and I just put every single attachment on my gun that would make me move faster. Yep. And it just felt amazing on the map being able to move so quick with that submachine gun.
That's a choice as well, but we didn't really touch on it when we were talking about the kind of customization that you can go through. But there's a lot of pros and cons to pretty much everything. If you're going to get, for example, a little bit of help with vertical recoil, you're going to give something else up. Maybe it's ADS time, maybe it's movement speed.
When I was looking,
pros and cons to everything.
I think it's something. I think he said it in rehearsals yesterday. But I was talking to Jeff at Infinity Ward. He said, he's like a big MMO, like an RPG fan. He likes skill trees and all the stuff that goes into it. So it's kind of what they were thinking of with Gunsmith. You always have that kind of give or take with certain armor pieces that you would use in other games. And yeah, I was going through it, and I was looking at the different stocks and different foregraphs. I'm like, all right, well, if I do this, I have to, so I sprint slower, but I zoom in faster. And if I do this, I was going through it. I thought it's awesome, just the amount of potential there is for variety.
Well, and we're just so used to, like, what does a grip do, right? It reduces recoil, lets you aim in a little bit quicker. But as you say, there's different stocks now that might help you, zoom in a little bit quicker, but it'll slow you down. There's all these different options. It'll just be so fun when this game releases at beta, like how players want to play with each weapon.
Yeah, there was like a stock, and it's like if you want to reduce idle sway, like you're going to be slower, and it just makes a lot of sense. And I enjoyed sort of the aspect of just creating my class and trying to figure out if I want to be fast with this gun or if I want to slow down. Like, when I'm using the M4, am I going to be in a power position? Okay, so on this map, that's what I'm going to make.
And again, I think one of the keys, just to kind of reiterate, is you're going to come into those situations in a game, right? You create your class and you think, oh, I wish I'd, could maybe be a little bit quicker. Change it in the game. It's as simple as just hit and start.
You have to be quick. You have to be quick with that.
Well, yeah, but either way, if you know what you want to change, it's relatively simple to do so.
TP's going off right now. Did you guys see that?
So what are his stats?
17-5 from TP.
I just can't play with Nameless again. The guy started out 9-0 yesterday. How many times did we hear about it throughout the course of the night?
We talk about
it's because you were attacking me, so I had to. You kept killing me.
I think, Clint, one thing you can sort of, from your own personal experience with TP, he's 17-5. As TP, what is he doing?
I'm a full-time commentator for the Call of Duty World League, but on the side, I am TP's full-time bait.
Right.
And he's a completely selfish player, and he's likely allowing the other 5 members to run in front of him as he picks up the kills. And
I'm going to be honest.
What's funny about that? He spent his entire career being a bait player. So when he stopped playing, he's like, you know what? I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to have some fun. So he just baits you every day now, and I can't blame him.
Yeah, he was the guy sprinting in first for a decade. He deserves a little time to dominate. But not surprised to see TP doing well, since he is one of the greatest Call of Duty players of all time.
Absolutely.
Call of Duty World Champion.
Jack, why are you looking at me and not the screen, dude? You getting smoked?
He doesn't know what you're saying.
He looks frustrated.
I think he knew what you were saying.
He has no idea.
No, I think he's hungry. What's the score? 157-124.
Yeah, it's a very close game.
Tight one early.
This is good.
Have you guys seen any guns like that maybe you didn't try out yesterday and we got to play that have blown you away?
This one, MP7, right, I was actually very curious. I think I tried it for like 1 life and didn't like it, but low recoil, but a submachine gun, you're very quick with it. And speaking of TP, and see, he gets that field upgrade if he wants to use it, but just protect and see. He knows that they're very close from winning this game.
Just kind of going back to his inner competitive self.
Always.
Oh, look at his face, dude. He is dialed in.
You see how
well, that's what
he was?
So I think for some of these guys, so we had what a lot of the YouTubers that came in the other day to get content and play the game again. So for some of the streamers, I think it's their first time hands-on. So if you see them earn some streaks, maybe some field upgrades, and not bring them into play yet, I think they're all kind of learning. It's just their first time through. So I'm sure we'll see a lot more. Is now we'll see. I think a cruise missile just got earned. Almost smokes another one, but Skadoodle.
There he goes. Didn't actually kill anyone.
Okay, so I take it back. No one was actually hit. What were they talking about? I believe, again, I think this was talked about yesterday when you and I were just sitting down with the devs, but some of the kill streaks that are in, right, you have to actually have a line of sight to use them. So it's not like, think of like our current game where you have the Hellstorm, you have the Lightning Strike, you can just pull that in wherever you want. Yeah. Some of the kill streaks now, you have to have line of sight on enemy to actually use them.
Huh. Yeah, that was
so I think it's interesting because you need to get to that, like, power position. It's not. You're not just able to call it in off spawn. Like you have to get to like a good angle.
Yeah, basically have like a laser target that you need to just kind of put your laser out and be like, all right, this is where I want to drop my.
Team. Oh, all right, team. I think you got a hit marker there.
That's Shroud. Oh, it is team.
Oh, it is. He knows. All right, Mr. Paul Chow.
I think Shroud also had the same gun, and he missed his shot. And Teep said, you know what? I'm taking you down.
Call of Duty World Champion.
It's a close game, man.
We're saying is they're just a little bit different. The way they've been created this year is more kind of based off the realism.
Yeah, and I was talking to Jeff, right, who you guys had up here, and he was part of the team that made like Crash and Backfire.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, all the old
Modern Warfare 2.
So some of your favorite maps.
Some of the favorite maps was that guy up
and
here.
He just came back to the team for this title, right?
Right. Yeah. So this is a guy that
we're in good hands.
He creates some Call of Duty classics.
That makes me even more excited than I already was. But this will be the next map, and we're on with the 6'8" gaming phenom
unit.
Dr. Disrespect.
I'm expecting big things from Duck.
I don't know how he plays with those shades on. I don't understand.
It's impressive.
What do you mean?
They're not real. They're
he's
CGI.
Got like some infrared technology. He's talked about it before. Like, come on, man.
Good point.
Like, this
good
helps him out.
You're right, Joe. You're right.
Oh, he's behind a couple.
I'm sure about accuracy like that though.
So he's just getting used. He's getting warmed up.
That's true.
Listen, you can't be judging people's accuracy, all right?
I definitely can. I was frying everyone yesterday.
Now we're lying up here.
You see that lean?
Listen, TP's bait.
Yeah, no, I know. That's my permanent job. I'm okay with it. I've accepted it.
Ooh, nice
all right.
Doc on Hutch.
The best part is Hutch just sat right in front of his right. That was just one of those like,
sorry, Hutch.
That wasn't pretty.
He can't hear you.
Well, to be fair, Hutch did get put in last second. I think he had to fill in for someone, so he got here last minute. Maybe he's just warming up, getting into the flow.
Oh, Jack's also in this game.
So Jack's got the MP5. So when we go to Jack's point of view, that'll be a lot of fun to see how he plays with that MP5. Because I'm telling you, that thing is nasty.
It's really powerful. I know you two.
You put that stock on there, you can strafe so fast, and it just looks insane from the other player's point of view. And you can just be so quick with MP5. It's awesome.
Is Kataga and Jack on the same team? I'm pretty sure they are. That's going to be a pretty powerful team with Duck as well. That team's going to be very strong. Very strong. Again, you talked about it a little bit, man, but the 2v2 exhibition towards the end of the day, I'm very excited to see who comes out on top for that 2v2. It's going to be really.
Well, I saw the bracket for just a second. I think I saw a couple of the teams, but if it is where people are sitting together, it'll be interesting. Because I think Shroud and Skadoodle are sat next to each other in a pod.
Boy. You got Duck and Jack.
Yeah, so if that's how it works out, I'm not sure if it's randomized or how to play out.
Here's the MP5, right? This is the gun that you guys were talking about, and just how strong this really is.
It reminds me all the way back to Call of Duty 4, where that MP5 was kind of the main sub that a lot of people like to use, and that's one of my favorite submachine guns of all time.
There you go. Yeah, you see those stopping power rounds right there. Like that just comes through with a nice little hip fire for Jack. But it just feels like when I used it, it was good from like short to medium range, right? Like I know a lot of sub players are looking for one of those slower rate of fire weapons that you can have a nice fight with an assault rifle from medium range, and that MP5 can definitely do it.
So you can change it up, right? Depending on your attachments, you can make it better from range, and you can make it kind of just really good up close. So you have a lot of customization options to make it how you want.
Also worth mentioning, you talked a little bit about the stopping power ammo. That's of course the field upgrade. Yep. Couple of choices there. So
it's absurd. I think, what was it yesterday? I think Nameless got first shot at me, and I just popped the stopping power, and he goes, "What just killed me?" I just smoked him. So that'll definitely have an influence on the map. That nade is in your back pocket, pal.
Unlucky. Close.
It's okay. He's going to spawn up with 2 missiles in his kill streak, so maybe see him call these in. And the stopping power rounds available now as well. Seems like that's
a lot
kind
of
a
players
favorite for that.
The stop power rounds?
Yeah.
They're really strong.
Yeah, that
the shield's pretty good, too. A lot of powerful field upgrades, that's for sure. It's funny seeing players when they get their streaks. It's almost as if they're so tunnel vision now. Just on, let me just play the game. Let me just focus in. Let me try and get a couple of kills. Almost forget that you have them.
Whoa, shot was shaky, but finally they got the headshot. Yeah, I need to see these streaks get involved.
Call them in.
Well, Mikkel was a triple, I think, just came in. We got to play this map a decent amount. Nameless, I know you were scared to come in the cave because I was just dominating you.
Yeah, and then there was one point where I got up top and I just didn't move. Mounted my gun.
You were dominant. What game mode did we play on? I think we played on, what was it? It was.
I think we were playing Hardpoint, weren't we, when we played this?
It was a ton of fun on this map, that's for sure. But we'll change perspective. Take a look at Mikelo.
Gataga's 12-3 right now going on.
Honestly, as soon as I saw Gataga was going to be here, I was like, yeah, that's a guy who I just know is going to dominate.
Yep.
Another former competitive Call of Duty guy. You just kind of know.
Yeah, but he's always been really good at, like, I don't know, just like finding power positions early on, like putting up big numbers. He was always a flashy player. Like, that's what he was just known for, right? And still is. Like, he's just so flashy. He knows how to put up numbers.
It's something that might just play to his ability, especially with it being kill streaks now.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. You just post up and he can get a ton of kills for you in not a lot of time. That's when you can expect him to rain down and dominate. Basically, kind of what we saw from TP in Game 1 is almost what you'd expect to see from Gataga here in Game 2.
What were they hit with at the HUD?
Maybe a counter UAV?
It could be. Yeah, that makes sense. Obviously, I wasn't sure if it was like a tactical or if they were hit with a counter UAV.
You just change perspective there? Yeah, here's Gataga. This is what I want to see. What is he rocking?
He's got the M4.
Okay.
We've seen a lot of M4 today.
That's what a lot of us were using yesterday for the most part.
You know
what? Seems like your starter kind of comfort AR.
I was gonna say it's one of those traditional weapons, right? You know what you're gonna get out of there too.
It's also very good.
There is that too. That is very true, and of course you can always go over to the customize things up a little bit. But here is Gataga's perspective. That's his second kill in a row. And what streaks did he put on? It looks like he's gone pretty high here. He's not going low. The radar is going to be the first, but as he progresses through, honestly, you expect, again, just a ton of kills to come through.
And we see he picks up that personal radar, and that's what TP was talking about in that interview, is that he had that on, and he would go on like a 3 or 4 kill streak. He'd call on that personal radar, and that mini-map would pop up and notify you where things were on the map.
And hey, just one quick reminder while we're in the middle of this game, because we've been talking a lot about the beta. Just to clarify, you have to pre-order for early access to get to the open beta. So pre-order now. And we talked about the Dark Edition being available in case you missed that earlier, the night vision goggles, all the crazy stuff that comes with that, the skins in-game.
Limited, right, as well?
Yes. So, and I believe you can do that at CallOfDuty.com. So get your pre-order in if you want to be part of the open beta, if you want to play against the group here up on the desk. You've got the chance to do that, as well as a lot of these streamers. I'm sure they're going to be putting in time with the beta, but we are in our second map of our 4 6v6s that are going to be played. Then we have the 10v10, the 20v20, the 2v2 gunfight bracket that's going to go down. So a ton of action. I know there's been a public cry to see a lot more of multiplayer. You got, what, a 3-minute trailer of all the action. You get 3 or so hours of gameplay today. So much to show.
20-4. Uncontested, man.
The 20 of their 75. All right, let's get right into it. This is going to be some thrilling stuff. Again, never before seen multiplayer footage and gameplay from all these streamers here in attendance in Los Angeles. Thanks to Infinity Ward for having everybody out. But now let's check one of the night versions of the map. It's about to get spooky.
And they're playing with realism as well. And what that is, that takes away the HUD. And it is just, it's insane. It's a very realistic experience.
It's a very different type of experience.
Here's a sniper.
It's going to take players maybe a little long to get used to. Of course, that team ups for the sniper rifle.
So we didn't use the sniper when we played this. So when you snipe, zoom in.
Yeah, when you snipe, you can fully ADS as you're used to. Now, if you don't have a sniper rifle, your ADS looks a little different. Yeah, you tilt your gun with the laser. But every time he aims, every time he aims, I need everyone to realize you can see the lasers being aimed. That's your kind of indication. Someone's close.
It almost looks like trailer footage, right? Yeah. Like if it wasn't for the names of your teammates, it looks like something out of like a pre-rendered video.
Yeah, it looks really immersive. This looks like a lot of fun. I didn't get a chance to play this yet, but having that night vision on and being in this cave too, it just looks a bit scary.
And again, you can take your night vision off, but as kind of Merc teased, probably don't recommend it. It's pretty dark.
There's like some I don't know, there's some flames that'll help you out. There's some lights in the cave, but again, you cannot see much.
Well, he finally tries to find an opening, ends up getting flanked, so no kill in for TP.
This is where
changes classes.
This is where Teep's going to pull out the
MP5, but you can see, so when he zooms in, that laser comes out.
So you can't see it until that, correct?
Correct.
Yep. And that's kind of what you use to guide your aim, if you will. The laser pretty much perfectly shows you where the bullets are.
I'm just imagining playing against like Maven in this, and he's just in a random corner. And
I'm gonna be laying down somewhere.
Yeah.
For some reason,
basically what you did when we played this.
No,
you laid down in the grass.
Did you ever see The Descent, like that scary movie in the caves when you were a kid?
No.
This makes me think
that movie.
of
For some reason, it makes me think of The Descent, man. I think there's gonna be monsters coming out of the corners.
A kid?
Oh yeah. So you were in
55 years.
You were in the womb. Yeah.
I wasn't leaving. That was a long time ago.
Oh, here we go. Teep with a chance to pick up a couple of kills, and again, realism on. So you just gotta have to.
Bullets, one bullet to the head, like it's quick.
Well, it's different too because you don't have like the normal hit markers too.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was like, I remember when we first played it, I was like, I couldn't.
Is he dead?
Tell. Yes, exactly. But no, the realism of it is wild.
You can just see how like cautious he's playing because it's hard to even like where are my teammates, where are the fights going down. It's so hard, with that realism mode on.
Yeah, teamwork and communication. Gonna have to be on point, but you can see it looks like they've got a personal radar in top left for Shroud.
Some nice shots there as well from Shroud. Some very, very nice shots. And this was actually the map that we played, the night map. And it was what, the outside area.
Right there, I'm jumping back.
Yeah, dumb out.
You actually see, that was a perfect moment. Yeah, it took off the night vision. Yeah.
I don't know if we can go find that player who's not using the night vision.
But I think Noah was just using it because he was like outside the cave. Like it's a lot brighter out there.
I wonder if Noah is just like messing around and not using it.
Maybe. I mean, it can give you an advantage, that's for sure.
Because it looked like he was just running around with a shotgun.
It's like, I'm going to kill everybody. There's a quick glance at
close game.
The scoreboard, very close, 24-23, and that's something, again, because you are in
really trying to go out of the map, like up the hill.
Well, that's what's they talked about sort of the going away from sort of the arena style maps and more to like the realistic maps as they did research for these. And yeah, I found myself like trying to learn it as well. Exactly, where can I go? And that's just going to come obviously with putting time into the game, but it's like you're in this little like realistic sandbox and you get to discover everything. It's
the best advice you can really give when people start playing is don't unnecessarily aim, right? Because you do not want the other team to get the information. They'll see your laser sight. You want to try and keep yourself hidden for as long as possible. Otherwise, exactly what happened to Myth there.
I thought he got sniped for a second, but.
Well, he saw like 3 people run across his screen. I think that's why he was frustrated and then just gets popped.
Tough. Real tough. Is now quick lights over towards Skadoodle's perspective.
Did they say how many modes or how many maps this is going to be for? Like I know they said the dark mode is for some maps. Is it every map or just a handful of them?
I think it's a handful.
Yeah, I think that makes more sense. I just couldn't remember if they broke that down when we had them up here.
Yeah, we're seeing the action start to take place, outside now. The cave got a little bit too scary for these guys. They didn't know where they were dying from.
Well, it feels like you can get like better power positions and height in some of these buildings versus, the cave is terrifying.
Yeah, it's just scary.
There's a lot of corners that you have to check as well, which is always tough as players making their way back in towards the cave.
Well, I feel like this is going to be, so I've never been like the biggest like hardcore mode player, but obviously there's a giant community for that. Like I feel like this is going to be awesome.
I mean,
for someone that loves like the hardcore side.
Call of Duty 4 was when the hardcore community really just took off, and it was massive back then. People loved it.
So I feel like this has got to be something they'd be into.
Absolutely.
Right?
No, but
you see the Claymore?
That'd be so.
We got a gunship!
How did he manage to get a gunship?
Here we go.
Light it up!
Well, the problem is there's a giant cave. So I'm not sure how effective this is actually going to be.
I found him.
But they're inside, are they not?
I mean, he's not going to know either when he hits them.
Oh, he'll know. Because that red square is going to disappear.
He's like, they're in there.
Well, he's now funneled everyone into the cave.
Well, his teammates are picking up some kills right now. We just saw 2 of the squares drop.
Yeah, he's basically a UAV for his team.
Got to catch them off spawn.
And fire.
I don't think he realizes what's in the sky right now.
Oh, still alive.
One player outside.
Yeah,
don't want to be there.
He found one. Yeah.
Oh, that person just got obliterated.
Well, actually, a couple players are going to come off spawn if he predicts this. Up top. Yep, up top. Should be good for at least a couple.
That player just spawned up and saw a rocket flying from the sky, landing at his feet.
Like if it already wasn't frightening enough with the night vision. Now you're getting drilled in the face with missiles from up above.
Oh, he's doing this with a shotgun and claymores. Noah is my worst enemy.
Nice kill. Unfortunately, shot to the side.
He's smiling. He's having so much fun.
I mean, the score was unbelievably close a few moments ago. It's 54-46 right now. No, oh, I think he did just pick up that kill, but over towards Jericho's perspective now. We'll see how much luck he's going to have.
I mean, we were watching TP. You could see how he was just cautiously checking every corner. Jericho's like, nope, I want a challenge. Sprinting straight through that tunnel. And you can see players are getting more comfortable with the power positions now.
I mean, once you, again, learn the map, you learn the power positions, and especially in a game mode like this, makes things a little different.
Well, I think the good thing is they've played like one map on this before.
Yeah.
I think when we jumped into it,
was our first time.
on this map. I was like, I don't know where I am.
I just stopped moving. I was like,
you became a snake in the grass. That's what you did. You lay outside the cave and you just kind of waited for people to run out. And to your credit, you killed everyone.
This is my part of the map. Don't come near me.
It's Maven's domain.
Nice pick there from Jericho. I think he sees the lay. Oh, I think that was a headshot. Nice shot from Jericho.
So it looks like these scopes you can zoom all the way in too.
Yeah, it looks like with the mini reflex you couldn't aim all the way in, but
sniper rifle you definitely can, because that's what we sort of straight off the rip. Didn't use it for
Probably
very long.
No.
It was a death, and he was
Probably
like,
just depends on the scope, yeah.
Let me go to the sub. Very close game though. I believe it's just down to 4 kills now. We'll see this closed out relatively soon. But again, biggest advice when you hop on this in open beta, don't ADS unnecessarily.
Nice shots.
Clean shots, actually.
I wonder if
looking for the one tap. Ooh, almost found the kill up top.
And we don't know if he got him, and he doesn't know.
Yeah,
so
he doesn't know,
he's just kind of hoping.
Killed that guy, though.
Which is cool, the realism part of it, right? It's like, I don't know if I can push this yet.
Oh, and takes off the night vision goggles.
So that's why you'll see some players be a little bit more cautious, because if they're like shooting through the wall, you won't know.
That's tough. Defeat 75-62.
It was close at one point.
Well, unfortunately,
I believe this will be the first time.
This will be very, very cool. We're just waiting for the people to load up, but it should just be a moment. Again, we were waiting on one of the pods to finish, but it will be CyberAttack. So this will be the first time you've been able to see this mode. Very, very cool. Probably going to be a fan favorite once we actually, get into the beta, get into the release later this year. But we'll kind of talk you through it and how it works once we get into it. But he's something.
Shout out to Country Greg one time.
All right, well, we're into the next one. CyberAttack.
He's got overkill on. Got the shotgun as well. See what he runs with. Yeah.
All right, CyberAttack. Let's get into it.
Speaking of Legion and Syndicate are in this game.
Oh, they are?
They're on the opposite team, so we'll see how they are.
Okay.
Then to get the Zombie Master.
But you'll see, there's one bomb on this one.
Neutral bomb.
Neutral bomb.
Yep, and both teams have, of course, a plant site, if you will.
Yeah, it's an EMP, and you have to get it to the opponent's data center.
And I'm curious if even the players realize exactly what kind of the situation is, because, again, you can pick up your teammates. A couple of doors to worry about, but 3v6. The blue team don't spring into life here, but they're all going to fall.
Yeah, I forget. When we played, you can get them back up, right? But you can finish the kills. Like, I'm trying to remember. We only played this once.
I think you might be able to. There's like a finishing move. I think so.
But you have to be on top of them.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Well, one of the players dropped. I didn't see that red symbol because we saw like a medical symbol when we played. That's why I was wondering if we're in a different mode than we thought we are.
No, you can see the medical symbol.
Oh, you do?
Yep,
oh, okay,
right
okay. Oh, there it is. You're right. Okay.
Man.
I didn't see it when they first got drops, but
personal
some
radar
nice shots in 2v3.
Honestly, use that round one. You absolutely may as well. Could give you an advantage, but now it's a 1v3. Unfortunately for Greggy,
they just got trapped in there, right? On this map, there's that big yard house where there's just so many vertical like windows, different floors, and he just got trapped in that garage.
I mean, there's three up top, there's 3 down low, and the problem is if you saw the door there, if you don't make a play through the door early, you're just going to be trapped in nameless.
Yeah, you just got to grab that bomb and get out there and try to get to the other team's data center. They just kind of stayed in there, tried to pick up those kills. But you could see the other team, they decided to like go outside and use that leverage and go up top, and it worked out wonderfully.
And now you'll see in round 2, like the bomb position, the objective position has moved. So we're actually on a different part of the map. So each round, gives you a different look.
6v2 already. I mean, that was blink and you miss it type stuff. 6v1.
And that's cool that the bomb moves, so like all the action won't just take place in one spot the entire map.
Yeah, that's great.
In that next round, you can, if there's a spot in the map that you prefer, you can go over there and fight there.
He's like, that was easy.
Yeah, we're winning rounds so quickly. Well, that was, what, a 6v1 within 15 seconds.
You were talking about.
Wait, is that it?
Yeah, the
Look at that. Did he just hip-fire him?
It's the FR 5.56.
So
guys, let me tell you.
Reminds me of like the Type 95.
That's exactly.
Sounds like it too.
It's so powerful. When open beta comes out, if you can get your hands on that, I guarantee you're going to have a good time. Especially if you're, one of the slower placed AR players. I mean, you stack that baby up, and whew, let me tell you, it's a good time.
Oh, nice shot. Syndicate rips him off a cover. That was nice. A little bit of the lean mechanic there you saw.
Let me find out. Very impressive stuff.
Whoa, in the 2v2, didn't Syndicate and Legion beat Teep and Courage, right? Yeah. So Legion got it. He's got it.
All right, so enemy has the bomb.
Little marksman rifle action.
Curious to see how this is going to be reacted. 3 versus 4. It is obviously something we haven't touched on because we haven't even seen it yet. Very, very quick plant times as well. When you get over there, it's really, really quick to put that thing down.
Yeah, I think everybody's still getting used to it, right? So just playing around.
So look at his screen. Look at his screen. All the reses available.
Legion's going to clutch this 1v5.
Do you think he plays it selfish and goes for the clutch with the kills, or does he go for the reses?
Well, the enemy bombs aren't. So there we go. He has to disable it.
Well, now he's screwed.
So you can see he's got the.
Almost. I like the idea.
Oh, he got smoked.
He was close though.
But he went for it. I thought he was going to get the kill there, maybe try to go for a res, but I guess it's tough to get those in when you have the 30 seconds on the clock to actually get through. How long was the res again? I don't remember, but it was pretty quick, wasn't it?
It was a couple of seconds, I think.
Yeah.
Wasn't too.
We might see.
Yeah, but like Ben said, I think the plant defuse was much quicker than like your normal search and destroy.
Yeah, way quicker. It's about just really taking control of the other side.
It's like 2.5 seconds, I want to say.
Yep, something around there, but 2-1. Finally, red team gets their first round on the board. Legion not able to clutch one.
He is trying to run outside the map.
Hey man, it's gonna be hard.
Still learning.
Yeah. Oh my God! He sees 2 top window. Head gets peeled, and we'll see it.
Burst gun. This is it. Right?
Legion just gets smoked.
I told you guys that.
That is mean. That is mean.
I'm just waiting for somebody to go up there, mount their gun, and just pre-aim that window, and you can't do anything.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
That's where tacticals and lethals are gonna be your best friend.
I mean, that's something the guys were saying, though. Like, if there's a door that you can open, you can just kind of throw your stun at it, and it's going to open up. So if you have a sniper deep, there's ways that you can very strategically and very intelligently just kind of set things up.
And what's cool as well, Ben, is with those doors, that you were just talking about, you can kind of crack it open, throw something in there, and then close it.
Yep.
So you don't have to fully just open that door, and just adds a different meta to breaking into buildings and trying to take the power position.
Oh, no, we were playing one yesterday, and someone just barged through a door.
Yeah, it was me. It was me. He goes, man, you scared the hell out of me. I was like,
the door open. Like, what? Obviously, we don't know which doors are what and where they go.
I'm here.
Yeah. I remember I was looking at Ben yesterday, and I kept opening and closing the door.
Yeah.
He would make me one shot. I'm like, no, you have to come to me.
It was like the Juggernaut in the trailer, bro. That was literally me even kicking open a door.
A big boy.
Never been known for your subtlety.
No, absolutely never, Ben. Absolutely never. What is it, 2-2 now?
2-2, yeah. It's actually become a bit of a close game, and there's a glance at the stats.
Syndicate put his headphones on. I mean, he hit a snipe and then got flanked. It looked like he had 0 awareness.
I mean, he's 7-3, though.
I think his teammate dropped right next to him, too.
Probably 7-3.
Okay, all right. I guess I shouldn't criticize him as he's more than double positive.
He's having a good time, but again, close game, and a lot of the perks, it's no surprise to you.
Holy, was that the burst gun? Yep.
Yeah.
Look at this thing. Look at this.
Look at all this
Well, he gets the headshot. I mean, both times you see him smoke somebody, it's been the headshot.
You can see the shotgun. He has a nice grip on there.
See, you got to revive your teammates,
Well,
folks.
it looked like they were both backing up, too. I think 2 players were trying to do so, and then they got caught.
As MP5 comes out. Love that. Now it's what? Pretty tough spot. 3v2. Couple players still alive. Syndicate is one of them.
Is that 2-shot pistol? That thing is naughty.
3v1, 2v1. This is possible. And here we go.
It's a little res action.
Okay, so it's about what? 3 seconds, maybe a little bit more, 3.5. But you can res your teammates and give yourself a better chance
change
of
from
winning.
a 3v1 to a 3v2 as the res came through.
Both teams.
It's also cool when you're down, you can spectate your teammates and kind of direct them to where you're at. If they get lost.
Oh, it's up, dude. He just smoked both with the burst gun again.
Oh, it's a 1v1. Oh, my Lord. Who hit that?
Here it is. Let's see it.
Oh,
bang! Oh, through the flinch. The headshot in.
That was nasty.
Was that a sniper or shotgun?
It's a marksman rifle.
I think it might be one of the marksman rifles, yeah.
Okay.
That was good composure in the 1v1.
Yeah, right. We've had some, like, in the past Call of Duties, like those slug rifles, those shotguns.
The single shot slugs.
Whew. Pretty powerful.
That's what it looked like to me, like, wow.
I love this. Learning. I think it's Syndicate that's popped up there a couple of times. No one home, though. This is a tough spot, 3v6. 2v6.
Somebody just died by, what was that? It looks like a shovel in the kill feed.
that is, it's probably what, Syndicate? Yeah. Syndicate. I think that's the throwing knife.
Okay.
Him and Legion.
Was that or one of the lethal mates? Yeah, I don't think he's beating people with a shovel.
little trolls that they are.
Oh, let's get this plant down.
Just look at the way he holds the bomb.
But that's the thing. When you do pick up the bomb, remember you lose your weapon, right?
Like
you only have the bomb, and
but bang, like that was a second,
Yeah.
1 second. That's so quick.
real quick, as you said. But 4v2, as a res does come through. 4v3, but the problem is you're running out of time. You got 20 seconds to try and defuse the EMP. But again, it is a very quick defuse as well.
Yeah, so we'll see. They read some teammates. He's got the pistol.
Oh!
Did Legion just knife him?
Oh, that can't happen.
Well, I think
There's the defuse.
Bot diffuses in.
There's the defuse, but you got to be careful.
Soki. Wow.
Well, it's a 1v2, but if I'm not mistaken, the EMP's still up there.
Yeah, so, I mean, they would have to take it to the other team's data center and plant it, or you have to kill everybody.
Or you just go and revive all your teammates. I like this.
That works as well.
Yeah, just get the numbers. It'll be a 3v1 after the res.
I like that a lot.
Well, both teams are doing it.
This is the coolest round we've had.
Yeah, 'cause it takes time, right? When you're playing a new game mode for the first time, you don't really fully understand all the mechanics, and you're like, oh, by the way, guys, you can revive your teammates. Oh, well, 3 rounds later, sure enough, players reviving each other. Bomb now acquired and picked up. 3 versus 2. Reverse the map, 4v1. Then honestly, blue team should close this out now. This should be 3-3 game.
You said it's all down to Kitty, so we'll see if she can make a couple of plays. She's actually resin teammate, so it's going to be another situation where they're going to probably have to try to defuse this bomb. Well, EMP.
5v2 though. I mean, this is.
No, and he's set up with the burst gun. They're not getting through him. He's been frying with it.
Well, here's a look at Kitty.
It was a 1v5 all of a sudden for a second there.
I think she just blew someone up with a rocket. I think that's what happened.
Claymore or something. But she's going for...
Well, she's on the opposite side of the map.
It's 13 seconds left at this point. There's absolutely nothing you can do. You may as well just revive your team and give yourself some points on the scoreboard. Pat stat or stat pad. Makes sense, right? And round over.
It's probably best she didn't run to that burst gun. She would have died for sure.
Well, I mean, you don't want to feed kill streaks either, right? You got to think about that too. Play your life. Smart decisions coming out of
that
Kitty.
Position was amazing up top on that rooftop with that burst gun. You can just dominate.
Yeah, it's as I said, it's such a strong weapon.
Oh yeah,
it really is. And you get stopping power on there as well.
I think my job in this is just gonna be running around rezzing people.
You'd be good at that. You'd be good at that job too.
Support player.
I would.
You're back. It's your time to shine.
Syndicate's 13-6 now.
He's really good at Call of Duty.
Yeah, Tom's good.
Yeah. Should really be no surprise. I mean, he's another one of those guys who's played for so many years. But naturally, he's the type of guy who can just kind of pick it up and be like, all right, I get how this works. It's Call of Duty.
I just think this is so cool with the crossplay element. Like, it's just been something I've been wanting for so long to see them compete against each other. It's awesome. Oh my lord, that thing is it's insane.
And he has that laser on it.
So
well, that's Kitty. That's
pride.
Kitty. She's fine with it. 6v2 as well.
I think people are dying to it a couple times. I mean, what are you using? I'd like to try that out.
I wouldn't even tell them.
Just lie.
Completely lying.
Like, I'm using a shotgun, okay?
Early 6v1. What's the round count?
3-3.
3-3. Yep.
Oh, I see
all
it
tied up. I feel sorry for whoever that last player is because you're about to fold. Sure does. 4-3. Trying to get a glance at the leaderboard. Oh, there it is. Syndicate 14-6. I feel like I want to give Tom some love this next round if possible. I'd love to see what's going right for him. Having a
match point
great game, but yeah, match point.
This is what, our third of the 4 6v6s?
Yep. Seen a host of different game modes. We've had Domination. We had a TDM. Now this. A lot of fun games to come.
Match point.
There you go. There's Tom for you. He's got the MP5. It's my guy. It's my gun.
Oh, behave.
Let's go, Big Tom. He just goes soaring in, shots in, doesn't finish anything. He's frustrated at the fact he doesn't finish the kill. Yeah, he's like, how? Well, Tom, there are 3. Okay, well, he did get hit by her.
I mean, he was team shot there as well.
Yeah, definitely.
He was team shot, so there's really nothing he can do. He's feeling overzealous. Very ambitious challenges. Legion, he's spectating, waiting for a teammate to revive him.
It looks like we're going to end up going to the final clinching round here, right?
I think we will. 4-4.
Match point.
All comes down to this.
The tension is building.
It's a great game right now.
Legion doesn't know where he is, if you've been watching his face at all.
Still figuring out. Yeah. Well, he's trying to figure out
I just want to point out, no. So, because I messed with his settings, I did actually make him the same class I made Jack with a very strong assault rifle, and look what he's reverted to in the final round. This is where Legion is going to fry. I guarantee you, he's going to fry.
Well, we're seeing Doug. You see bottom left just watching Kitty, because Kitty's got that burst gun.
She's going to clutch in round 9. Well, that car just got smoked.
Yeah, earlier in the game, people kept going to that wall, and they started to pre-aim it. So
Pop in the wall? Yeah, that was not smart.
Yeah.
Nice shots.
It was working.
First blood.
People didn't realize it. Now they're like, yeah, we can't go there.
Oh, easy reads.
So, 5v5. Legion does pick up a pick. I knew he was going to revert to his
She's making the
try-hard
play
class.
right now. She's trying to flank that guy, though.
Sneaky. Get him, Kitty!
Oh, how's she going to go through the door?
Get him!
Oh, she just went straight through it.
She got tracker on. She can see the footsteps.
Oh. Chasing him down. Where?
Where'd this guy go?
He's
You
running.
can just pick up the bomb and run.
Running for his life right now.
Oh, there he is.
on the hunt.
Oh, there's 2 there.
But
bait
Legion
switch.
Legion is right there, though, so potential for maybe some trades. Yeah, Legion just hopped straight on the
He's going
revive.
straight for the revive, yeah.
So smart from Legion.
Oh, no, I think he got the kill, too. So he did trade the kill and got the revive. But 3 of his teammates dropped right after that.
Uh-oh. 2v5 now.
It's
Oh,
Kitty
it's all
and
down to
Legion.
Legion. A 1v5.
He's gonna have to go for
I
a
think
res.
Thorben has like 60 kills in this round. He's popped up with the kill feed so many times.
She had some time to work with.
This is the most pressure Legion's ever felt.
Legion has the bomb, so they can't go and play, so they have to kill him right now. So if he can win maybe a one-on-one and res one of his teammates, he has a chance. But he has to win that.
He thought about it, but he knows the other team know where he is. Legion trapped in a corner. No.
Oh, we've never seen this map. Wow.
The Palace. We're going to the Palace, boys.
Okay, so there is an objective, playing ground war.
Well, it's TDM, I would assume, right? Ground war TDM?
Well, capture and control forward operating bases.
Yeah, it says we're doing some capturing and controlling.
Oh. Okay.
We'll see.
I'm with it.
We've had modes similar to this in the past in Call of Duty. Like ground war, trying to capture it and move it farther into their base, sort of like war from back in the day.
Oh yeah, war. Yeah.
We had this mode before. This is a little bit different, obviously, but essentially it's the same concept.
Well, I feel like this is really going to highlight the whole variation on gameplay, how different it can be across the map. I mean, this is going to feel like, I feel like a bunch of Call of Duty maps in one, sort of. I mean, it has to, just the size of it for 20 versus 20.
I'm pulling out a sniper rifle. That's the first thing I'm doing in 20v20. I'm getting a scope for the map. I'm trying to figure out, all right, what are the lanes?
You're just going to go up.
Yeah. Wait, where's the tallest building I can get to? That's where I'm going.
So what I'm thinking about is just the tactical and lethal usage is going to be insane. Like, you can throw a stun and hit like 4 to 5 people if they're trying to move the objective, and you throw a nade follow-up after that, you might get a 4-piece, 5-piece. It's going to be insane.
I'm just thinking about streaks too. You earn yourself some streaks in this, and I mean, you're gonna
imagine when you pull out that personal radar after like a 3-4 kill streak, and it's just all red. Crazy.
It's like, oh, they're everywhere, guys. They're everywhere.
See, this is the game mode where I expect, like Shroud or there's some of those snipers to be able to get those clips where they get like the 3, 4, 5-piece kill feeds and
absolutely
light it up. I think this is the game mode where you'll see that, and maybe some collaterals as well.
Well, I believe we just have a couple seconds. We're going to hop into it. Nameless. Here we go. 20 versus 20 domination ground war.
Wait.
Oh my God. Like, insta cap.
So there's A, B, C, D, and E.
Okay.
Super domination.
Super dumb. Wait, it says an ATV?
Oh, that's cool.
This is amazing. Let's ride out.
Oh, I love their strat. They're just going to push straight over towards D. They're going towards the other side of the map.
I'm mostly curious to see the size of this, like how big the map actually is.
Well, he's 144 meters away from A, and he ran about 100 meters. So
this is a bit different than what I was expecting with like the 3 points in war back in the day. This is a completely different take on that. It's a lot crazier. This is awesome.
Domination with 2 more flags, basically, is what you're looking at. 20v20. There. Okay.
Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see.
It's a big map.
Wow.
That's a big boy. Sure is. want to see some sniping play personally for me. Well, there's Shroud versus Teep. TP lets him know. Teep's not afraid.
Let's see it from Teep's POV now. Laser beams.
See that recoil control right there.
We're going to have to hear about that every day when we play with him now. How many times has he killed Shroud now? A couple.
I mean, he was probably baiting somebody.
Yeah, good call, Joe. Good call, Joe.
Don't be surprised if we see him last alive with a sniper about 800 times.
Here's Teep's perspective. Already personal radar earned. So this was the strategy that he talked about, right? Puts on the personal radar and basically goes from there. Has his field upgrades as well. So far for Teep.
Teep is trying to dominate. I could see it in his face. You
just know, right? There's a Claymore. He ain't falling for that. Oh, hello?
His teammates, maybe?
They might be teammates. Doesn't look like he's too sure.
Yeah, I think that would make the most sense.
But bear in mind, he is running out of ammo here, so it'd be great if he could find himself a...
That's 8 bullets for Teep is 8 kills, Ben.
Honestly, you might be right. How good Teep is, you just never know. You never know. He's trying to play the spawns. That's the one thing he talked about in his interview, but, well, had no idea that player was coming from behind.
Well, he could play Dom spawns with reflags pretty well, but Dom spawns with 5 and 20 players. I'm not sure how that works yet, Ben.
Good point.
If you're playing the
full streaks.
Oh, wow.
Full streaks.
Please.
Oh.
So let's say he's got
yes!
Oh, yeah.
Yes! Oh, my God, look how many people are. Yes, go to C, please. There's so many. Light it up! Light it up!
Only 2-piece.
Still. I liked it. But how awesome does that look when you see it from the sky and there's just like 20 different targets to go for?
Imagine calling that out to your teammates. They're everywhere.
They're 6 at C, 2 at B, 1 flanking. Yeah, it'd be a little crazy, but still more streaks as well.
Look at the kill feed. I love it.
Dude, I just am so impressed. Like,
this is a sniper's dream.
I guess I thought with like the most recent title, we were starting to approach maybe like we're getting near maybe the end of this console generation, and we kind of push the envelope with what we can do. But visually, to see this game and the fact that you can do 20 versus 20, I'm just like, how the hell are they pulling this stuff off? This is so cool.
Some smart people, man.
Yeah, blue team's in a great spot, by the way. They have everyone pinned in at C, so we talk about controlling those spawns. Finally, someone breaks through to D. There's a look at DrDisrespect.
He's camping right now.
Man, I wonder his stats got a little bit better. He's on a kill streak, though. That's the thing, and he has Juggernaut selected as well.
He's at 15 kills for that Juggernaut suit. Did someone just get ran over?
Ripped off the ATV?
He got shot off of driving it, and the player was on the passenger seat just shooting people still.
Looked like Shroud just called in a missile, too. He was able to find 2.
I'm just imagining, like, playing this and, like, ghost riding my teammate into a building.
Yep. I was thinking the same thing.
Shotgun.
Yo, hop on the ATV real quick. Let's go.
I'm down for that anytime.
Just fly straight through. Nice.
I like that name, Aimbot.
Aimbot.
Let's see what he can do. They're flying forward as like a tactical unit here.
Like a tactical push here.
Yeah, right.
5 players on this team. They're trying to get through.
Well, they got a 4 cap. They're looking for the 5th.
There's like 6 or 7 of them there now.
Well, everyone should be spawning there at B, right?
Yep.
It looks like they have them kind of like pinned in.
Grab the FR.
There's a lot of cover right here as well. So.
Orb shuts him down.
That was a big win right there.
I'm curious to see how Jack's playing. That's one player who I'm always curious for. I'd love to be able to hop on with him in a little bit. We'll take a look at Shroud first and foremost, though. What class does he want to rock with?
I think he just doesn't like any of his custom ones because now he's looking. Oh, he probably didn't have a sniper class for his custom, so he's picking one of the default sniper classes.
This is what I was talking about earlier. I've been waiting for him to use the sniper. I know in the 10v10 and 20v20, sniper can be super deadly. So
I'm just thinking about all the potential kill feeds you get with the sniper too.
Man, collaterals, 2, 3, 4 pieces.
Can be nuts if you have good kind of spawn control.
Like right there when they had them at B and they had to come out of that door, that window.
Well, for the snipers out there, what's like the most impressive thing? Like a 5-man, 6-man? Like how high does it get? Like right now, with
at this point, snipers have got so good that
like
even a
5-mans,
even a 5-man is just like.
I'm just wondering what is possible with
5-man headshots.
Like I've seen, like 10 kills in a row, just collaterals and.
Well, I feel like this would be like someone like Pamaj is like field day, like you said.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Dominate.
Absolutely, you guys.
Can't wait for the montages when this comes out.
That's gonna be a ton of fun. Well, speaking of sniper rifle, quick glance over towards King Richard.
I haven't got a chance to use a sniper yet. Have you guys used it yet?
Nope. The 2v2, I used it.
I used it in the 2v2, and that's when you picked me.
Yeah, smoked.
Wasn't good. I mean, I smoked your teammate, and then you smoked me. It's tough.
Nice shot.
It looks so satisfying when you get those kills.
No, 1 streak earned.
And it looks like this is where he wants to be. This seems to be a bit more open, but I don't know where Hutch was.
Yeah, where did he just come from?
I have no idea.
Up, laying down in the grass.
Oh, no.
Oh. Jack's hands are up.
We saw it happen.